Hi guys, it's Amy from Now Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with another Harry Potter video. Been a while since I've done them. My polishes have built up. If you haven't seen any of my other Harry Potter videos, I will link the playlist down below for you. But it's basically a series where we talk about any polishes that I have that link with Potter, and I kind of talk about the influences and the story behind it. I've been doing this now for about 2 years, I want to say. So yeah, let's dig in. I have got children at home today, so they may roam in and roam out. So prepared, there could be some distractions. I try and do these by brand. So the first two are from Girly Bits, and they're both from their Hella Handmade Creation series, which was Harry Potter. I have made 4 of them. I want more of them for sure. The first one that we have here is I Must Not Tell Lies, and this is inspired by obviously Dolores Umbridge and that role that she plays in, I guess, tormenting Harry. And when you think of Dolores, you think of pinks and purples. So this one is definitely right on the money there. It is more of a pink. There is a ton of warm tone flakies in here, so it is more that orange, red, yellow spectrum. So you're getting all the pink and then the pinky orangey shimmers on there as well. So overall it fits Umbridge really well. As long as you do pink or purple, that kind of is enough for me. Very easy. Normally very feminine nails is all I kind of experience from her, because she is depicted as being so much pink. So yeah, that first one is I Must Not Tell Lies by Girly Bits. The other one that we have is A Loss of Innocence, and this is Hedwig's polish. Now this is a really great take on Hedwig. It's something definitely different than we've seen in other polishes. I have some that are literally the Snowy Owl, which is physically what he is, but this polish especially, they kind of says it represented Hedwig's death in the films, and that it was a loss of innocence. Hedwig is a character that follows Harry from the first time, almost the first couple of days into the knowing that he's a wizard, all the way through the series, and in the end Hedwig almost giving his life to help protect Harry is a loss of innocence. It kind of symbolises, I suppose as well as a lot of other things, that his childhood is over and there's going to be, it's almost the start of a lot of deaths in the end of the series there. And obviously we're getting a little bit of like a white tone to it, but we're getting the green as well. So I think it's a really nice mixture of like the Snowy Owl, but also the Avada Kedavra blending together and making this really beautiful mint toned polish with flakies in there, which kind of look the specklings of an owl. So I think this is really beautifully captured, and I think that the whole name and the whole story of it, when I read it, I just thought it was just a beautiful idea for a polish. So that's A Loss of Innocence, and that's the other Girly Bits one. We have one from the Lyn B Designs spell polish range, and this one is called Colovaria, and this is the colour changing spell, and this is a thermal polish. So this can be more literal if you tried. I just thought it worked out really well. It is a blue to purple thermal, so you literally have the colour change Colovaria, and I just thought it worked beautifully. I mean, if you were going to do a colour changing spell, you kind of had to do a thermal. So that one there was Lyn B Designs Colovaria. We have 3 from last year's Cast a Spell box. The first one is called Bombarda Maxima. This could have kind of been any type of colour for me, because it is more of an explosion type spell, blowing things down, a shoot of force. So it could have kind of been any kind of colour. I do like that the glitters in here, the flakes are more like shredded, like tiny shredded, which almost gives like the an explosion kind of force to me, kind of like something is shattered and broken. So I do kind of like that, but I think the spell itself could have been a lot of different type colours. So like that one a lot. Did I say who it was by? Never Enough Bombarda Maxima. We then have Bee's Knees Imperio, which is the Imperious Curse, and it is one of the unforgivable spells. This spell is one where you take control of another person and you control their actions. So the fact that it is a duochrome, I do kind of like that, because it gives kind of this transformative quality that you're taking one thing, but as other people see it, it could be different. And a lot of people that used to say they weren't Voldemort supporters, but they were just being under the Imperious Curse. So I did like this one. It is like a very, very pale grey, and then you have that duochrome element to it. I like the fact that it's duochrome, but again, some of these spells can kind of be a few different things. So that one was Imperio by Bee's Knees Lacquer. And the last one from that box I think that I have to swatch and complete is Stella Chroma's Piertotum Locamotor, and this is the spell which gives life to objects that didn't have life, essentially. So you know at the end when they have those knights, like, are they knights or are they stone statues that they bring to life? That is the spell that we have here. So bearing that in mind, that is my main thought when it comes to the spell. This is a blue base with a ton of almost like bronzy golden flakes in there. It did kind of look a little green on my nails. We had the yellow, gold and the blue together. It was a different mix. I wish the gold was a little bit brighter, just on a personal level, but I do feel that it fit the spell okay. I like the fact that it has flakies in it. Again, with this spell, just giving the movement and giving life to an inanimate object just kind of means having some glitter and some fancy in it. That's kind of all I can associate with that. So again, fine. From a new trio from Night Owl Lacquer, this one here is Waiting for My Letter. Now this is an ugly pretty colour, but it is very literal. So this is kind of a parchment base, and then you have the glitters of the 4 houses. So you're waiting for your letter, the letter is the parchment base, and then the 4 houses are what house are you going to be sorted into in Hogwarts. So very literal, very obvious, which is great because sometimes you just need it to be exactly what it says it's going to be. So that one was Waiting for My Letter by Night Owl Lacquer. The other 2 in that trio were based off of the Marauders map, and they are, if you can see, like twins of each other. So one is red with gold shimmer and the other one is like a goldy parchment with the red. So they are literally opposite of each other. So the first one is I Solemnly Swear I'm Up to No Good, which obviously opens up the Marauders map and shows you it, and then to close it off you have Mischief Managed. So they are a beautiful set, and they're completely contrasting and opposites to each other. Hiya! Austin's just come into the room to show me something. So like I say, hiya! Hiya! So like I say, they really complement each other because they are opposites, and you have a Mischief Managed and I Solemnly Swear I'm Up to No Good. I'm getting pushed off now. My channel is being taken over. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We have 2 more from Rogue Lacquer, and these are from their Fantastic Beasts series, so I will be putting up pictures of the beasts as I talk about them. Nundu is a lion type creature, so hopefully the colour that you can see is up on the screen here, and it is a nude base with a ton of green glitters. So kind of a very literal translation of the animal, which all of these ones by Rogue Lacquer have been quite obvious because you are matching them to a physical description. It's an ugly pretty colour, but it does 100% fit the beast, so no complaints there. And now Andy's just coming in to say hello to us. What a treat for you all today. The other one is called Zouwu, and Zouwu is from the second film. You may remember there is kind of like a Chinese style dragon when it's like fire popping from it and like flashing lightnings and everything. And does it disappear? I want to say maybe. I'll put a picture up of it, and again this is a similar mixture where it fits the picture really, really well. It picks the kind of like sparks and the motion more than the animal like static, because when the animal moves, when the Zouwu moves, it does create a lot of light and flashing. So this is a green base with a ton of flakies in it, and like I say, the whole Rogue Lacquer series was really, really amazing. I thought that it fit everything beautifully. I have 2 more I think to show you, plus I'm missing maybe 1 or 2, so there may be more of them to show you in the future. And it wouldn't be a Potter Polish video without showing you some Pahlish. So the first 2 were a Luna Lovegood duo. So we first of all have Luna, and then we have Thestrel. Thestrel, it could kind of be any colour, because Thestrel is one of those creatures where they are only seen by people who have seen the dead or seen death. But Thestrel, when it is seen by Luna and Hare, is more of a black horse type shape. So therefore I would have really loved a dark black vampy kind of colour. However, I can see the 2 of them together go really nicely, but Thestrel I personally would have done differently. The Luna one is a beautiful medium blue with a light blue flash, and it's showing you that Ravenclaw element to her. Luna has so many different sides, and I think I have maybe 3 or 4 different Luna polishes, and each one of them is so different. But with Luna, she is just zany and different, so I'm fine with it being this colour. It's mainly the Ravenclaw illusion that we are getting given here. And the last one of this video, thank you for bearing with me, is going to be Nagini by Pahlish. Now this came out a long time ago. They did a second Harry Potter series for Black Friday 2018. Do you mind? And this was in that collection. Do you want to show everybody your Bo Peep t-shirt? Look at this. Isn't it adorable? Lovely. So This came out in that collection. It is representing Nagini and the snake-like element to her, where it is this olivey, dirty green base when you then get a load of gold flakies in there. So it is showing you snake skin vibes. It is giving me very snaky, very... If you can hear me over that, very snaky vibes. Every time I start talking, she starts talking. So overall, I really like this one. Snakes could be a few different colours. I could have seen this being a little bit more murky, but overall, I'm really happy. And it was a really nice shade on my nails. I don't know why I put off wearing that for so long. So that brings us to the end of another Harry Potter video. I don't have a lot of polish coming in at the moment, and not a lot of Potter polish either. I really haven't seen as much being made. I've got maybe 5 or 6, so it could be a little while before we see this video again. I love making it, and thank you so much for you all for watching it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know of any more Potter polishes that I don't own. I know there's probably a ton out there. Thumbs up, subscribe, all of that stuff. I'll shout over the top of my children before they go over the top of me. Bye!